This is the ancient city of Ephesus. This is what I'm here for. It's covered in people this morning, even with a rainy day, and this is the Library of Celcus, which is what I've read about in textbooks for years and years. Dreamed of being here. Very happy. This is the Library of Celcus. About 4,000 million tourists in the ancient city of Ephesus. And this is the interior of the Library of Celcus. Just for a rare second, I got it all to myself. And these are the terrace houses of Ephesus off the main street and coming up from the library, and it's housed in this quite a decent modern structure that, you know, would rival Norman Foster, and it's covering the 3,000-year-old ruins of the city Artemis founded. This is up close to those panels, so it's like some sort of perspex perhaps. Anyway, phenomenal detailed gantries all through the covering of the ancient terrace houses of Ephesus. I can't stop talking about them, and they're clever again in that it's all adjustable, and if you see that the Z shape of the panels, they create a barrier that's got ventilation, which is important to keep the masonry work inside coping with about fluctuations in temperature, and it most definitely keeps the water out, but all at once. There we are, and there's the proto-modern and the absolute ancient all at once. Last one I promised is now the steel rigging. As I tell you, it's on like a it's not going to move, and that's definitely hit tension. Yeah. No. There's one last one. It's the roof. It's also astounding. It's a stretched membrane, tensioned, as we saw inside and here, and the purpose of all this is to keep not only the fierce 40-degree sun and that Turkey can achieve, it's snow conditions as well that also occur. You can look at those mountains back there, and sometimes they're snow-capped. Anyway, there you go. It's all happening here. There's cats and dogs on the main street of Ephesus. This is the interior of Selçuk Castle, overlooking Ephesus. Cat. Look where it lives. Looks at all these 3,000-year-old statues. And here's a timeline of the terrace houses that I've visited in Ephesus, ancient city, and with that remarkable glazed membrane roof structure. This is the Ephesus Museum. These are from the Temple of Hadrian at Ephesus, Ancient City. This is in the Ephesus Museum. Here's this enormous head of the emperor. Nam. This is the Stadium of Magnesia. The Stadium of Magnesia. And there's the human figures there for scale. It's just awesome. And this is the ancient Greek Stadium of Magnesia, and again the typology of the Hellenic architecture is the seat with a lip, and there's certain ones that have got a short back to them, a stairway right through, as you can see. Here's another seat with a lip, and there's the terraces and the steps at certain intervals. It's all very impressive. This small theatre of Magnesia amphitheatre was quite remote and only half still assembled, and but it's got all the hallmarks of your lip seating, your stairs leading up. This one's got quite fancy looking clawed feet and the edges. There's the stage there, and look at the view out to the plain. This is a hammam, or a bath, the Hadrianic baths. A colonnaded walk with Corinthian capitals and some excellent acanthus engravings there, and cherubs. And this is the surrounds it like a beautiful plaza there, and this is the amphitheatre of Aphrodisias. I quite like it with people, and it gives it the real sense of scale and joy. And there's your steps and your lip seating. It's got it all. It's a real stunner, and what a backdrop. Look at that for the stage. The Aphrodisias amphitheatre puss cat, just supervising everything. This is a mid-sized amphitheatre, more Roman than Greek, and it's got a busload of very interested young Türkiye. And this is the Temple of Aphrodite. And this is just like an archaeological wonderland, and just wandering around all these huge column bases and capitals. This is the Temple of Aphrodite. And this is the centre of the Temple of Aphrodite. Would have been roofs. These columns have managed to stay intact, but many of these haven't. Travertines of Pammukale across the ancient city of Hierapolis, and this is the Roman amphitheatre. It's quite substantial. There we are. This is a blockwork entry to an ancient limestone thermal springs cave, and there's a thermal springs there at Pammukale in the ancient city of Hierapolis. This is called the Plutonian. And up above the hills, the enormous amphitheatre across the ancient city of Hierapolis. And again, it's an ancient structure, an ancient synagogue, covered with a very modern, technically proficient, netted even, protective covering. And again, the floating transparent floor, glazed floor, over these astounding mosaics. Yeah. Goodness me. And this is the Roman gymnasium of Sardis. A bit of Instagram going on. And I wouldn't be surprised if this sunken and stepped back area just in the base of the enormous gymnasium arches, this would have been probably a pool of sort, probably lined with marble and all.